Hello, litigators. Court is now in session. So, guys, this defense team is already hitting the bat and getting the defense going, guys. They are not playing. Like I was telling you before in my other video, that the public defender who is appointed, she is very skilled at what she does. In fact, she has gotten some high profile individuals acquitted before. So she was not playing. As soon as she was appointed, she immediately went to the court and requested that the court halt any cleaning of the crime scene. And she immediately had her investigators go to the crime scene and do their own investigation. So they're not playing. They are hiring the big guns. And it turns out they're hiring an investigation team that looked into Tupac's death. But I don't know how that makes anything pristine or hopeful, because you already seen what happened in the Tupac case. Nothing came about in that situation. That case is still unsolved. So it might be good that they hired him, because it doesn't seem like he's any good, right? So let's take a look at this article, guys. But looks like Bryan Kohberger has a very good defense team because they're very proactive also. But it said Bryan Kohberger's defense team hires expert who investigated Tupac's death. Not that that makes a difference, guys, because we already know Tupac's death is still unresolved. A crime scene investigator hired by Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohberger's defense team featured in a documentary reconstruction of rapper Tupac Shakur's death, according to expert reports. So it's interesting. I just find this so disgusting that this guy gets all this very high preferential treatment. I understand that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. They deserve to have a rigorous defense team that puts up the best. But it just feels like he's getting extra preferential treatment. Why does he get these celebrity investigators to help him on his case? Like, seriously? He's just enjoying this. Just a sick, privileged, disgusting looking low-life man. Ugh. In combination, image, booking photo for Bryan Kohberger and a file photo of rapper Tupac. So that's what they have there. On Tuesday, forensic expert Matthew Noldell spent 5 hours inside the home. Wow, he was in there 5 hours, guys, in which 4 University of Idaho students were discovered deceased in November. He was in there 5 hours reconstructing the crime scene, y'all. My gosh. Kohberger, a criminology student and teaching assistant at Washington State University, is alleged to have unalived the 4 victims we talked about: Ethan Chapman, Kaylee Consalves, Zana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, at the woman's rented property on King Street in Moscow. They said Noldell Scientific, which offers forensic consultation and training, was reportedly in the house alongside Kohberger's defense team, including his attorney. So they're going to put up a very rigorous defense. They're not playing. They already hit the ball rolling, having their defense team out there investigating the entire scene, y'all. Not playing, right? Noto is cited as an expert voice in an investigation aired on Fox that looked into the fatal shooting of rapper Tupac Shakur by an unknown gunman in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas in 1996. Newsweek has contacted Noto and the Moscow Police Department for comment. Noto offers a range of services, including bloodstain pattern analysis, crime scene reconstruction, and case review and reanalysis, according to the company website. Nodal Scientific places an emphasis on scientific detail for future court presentation. Wow. So he's going to basically be the expert witness in the trial after he does it, the investigation, and he's going to probably do a whole reconstruction and talk about the blood stain analysis to give his own defense of it. This should be interesting. This is going to be the battle of the experts. That's what this case looks like. It looks like it's going to be a battle of the experts. It's going to be a very long, drawn-out trial, which is what this sick psychopath Bryan wanted in the first place. He's loving every bit of it. He even wishes he could go to the crime scene himself. That's how sick he is. And so also Nodal offers crime scene reconstruction, case review, and reanalysis according to the company website. Nodal Scientific places an emphasis on scientific detail for future court presentation, and a public version of Nodal's employment history lists his occupation as forensic consultant at the company since 2005. Kohberger, who has asserted his innocence, is expected to appear in Latah County Courthouse in Idaho on Thursday after arriving at Latah Jail on Wednesday evening. Well, he already went there, so that's done. This is an old article, it looks like. Let's see if there's anything else in here. So they're expected, guys, to keep that house, hold that house for investigation until February. So Bryan's defense team can go in there and do in-depth reviews of that house for a whole month, basically. They have a whole month to do this investigation. That is crazy. But I mean, I understand they have to give the fair litigation to both sides. So, and of course, Bryan has the right to, under the court of law, to have full litigation on his behalf. Michael Mancuso, the first assistant district attorney of Monroe County, Pennsylvania, where Kohberger had been held before his extradition, said it is a quirk of state law in Idaho that the affidavit was not available until this point. Following Kohberger's hearing, oh, this is all redundant stuff, guys. Not needed to go over that stuff. So following the hearing, that's when they waived extradition and all that stuff. But basically what we really wanted to talk about is this investigator that is on the now helping in the investigation, which I find quite interesting. And like I said, Bryan's defense attorney is a very, very skillful attorney. So she's going to be a tough one for them to overcome. But if they have good evidence, which it looks like the prosecution does, they're going to have to make sure all of their information, guys, is airtight. It has to be airtight. This is going to be, guys, one of the trials of the century. It's going to be a very, very, very meticulous, drawn out trial. So they actually hired this crime scene expert, which I found interesting because he has a court-appointed attorney. So he's going to have a crime scene reconstruction expert. So they're going to reconstruct the scene and all that stuff. So y'all let me know. The attorney is attorney Ann Taylor. I'm going to look at some stuff about her. State appointed attorney. And I heard a lot of things about her. Yeah, so they said, okay, let's go look at this. Let's look at this too. This is an article talking about how she was at the scene, y'all. Miss Ann Taylor, that is his defense attorney. And she is pretty good at what she does. Let's see if we can find it here, guys. They said a woman resembling Ann Taylor was spotted on Tuesday with a group of investigators. Oh my gosh, she is not playing, y'all. Right here, it says, sources told the Post that Cote County Chief Public Defender Ann Taylor will be Kohberger's defense attorney for the case. A woman resembling Taylor was spotted on Tuesday with a group of investigators in King Road, Moscow, the site of the brutal murders November 13th. So it looks like she went to the crime scene herself. This woman, Ann Taylor, the defense attorney, y'all, she is very meticulous and good at what she does. And she does not play, okay? She does not play. She is going to fight this case tooth and nail. And I heard good things about her. So this should be a trial that we all want to see, because we want to see two skillful attorneys go at it, y'all, in this trial. But we also want to see that justice is served in this case. That's what we more than likely want to see at the end of the day. So we are going to be following this case really in depth, but just knowing the fact that Ann Taylor, y'all, went to the crime scene. Wow, she's not playing. Just saying. But that's not unheard of, guys. The attorneys go to the crime scene all the time. But I just heard some really great things about her being a very skillful attorney. So this is going to be a battle of the experts type trial. It looks like both of these experts are going to be going head to head in this trial. Wow, we shall see what happens, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this expert in Tupac's death is going to help get Bryan acquitted? Let me know what you think.